Okay.
We are live on YouTube.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Delta Belly. And all the co-owners, I'm very happy to have this important meeting today, whereby I can be able to take you through my previous communication that I shared in the group. I hope all of you guys are doing well and you're alive, healthy, very committed and very excited with what 2022 is going to be. There's been quite a lot in the media regarding social media platform, Facebook, and so many things. And this is a timing which is beautiful. I was just talking with a strategic investor, and he said, I think this is the best time for Weownomy to actually come through. And absolutely, we have a great deal coming up, and making sure, because our project, our company purely focuses on the personal income lives of our community, and globally, that is our mission, to really make sure that we turn social media platforms, which are one of the richest globally, the richest companies on the internet, mainly the social media platform, and that's what we want to do, is to try and make sure that we do the best. So today's presentation will be mixed up with both a very unique payout plan, which involves a very clear explanation, because I think I communicated very briefly in the groups, and there's got a lot of, maybe not clear clarity that I think that today you'll be able to understand. And so I think this is one of the most important things that we would like to share with you so that you can understand. So the very brief, we'll be able to talk about this market payout plan. We're also going to be able to talk about a very wonderful festival that will be coming out for the, it's all the strategic way of making sure that Weownomy ecosystem is better understood, as now we're getting through with the beta testing. There are very few things that our beta testing team needs to do. On Monday, they're finishing up some of the feedback queries that came through from our beta testers, and so that they can finalize. So by next week, our beta testers will be able to really finalize. And I was very excited, very much, to see for the first time that our product is out there. Our beta testers were able to have it, look at it, and downloaded it, and I think there's also very important videos that were made by our beta testers, and that's very, very encouraging, so that people know that our project really has achieved a great deal as we really get through. And that's what is going to happen, because as our product gets out to the market, it means then we are able to achieve what is very important, because many people don't understand how powerful social media platform is. And so that product, our Weownomy chat, comes out. We also have Weownomy Web. We have the zero-cost digital economy. All of this is very, very wonderful. And we also kind of know about the zero-cost AI monetization tool, which is big, big, big. And so that's very, very important. But today, I just want to explain this important thing. When you're building something, it's very important that people understand that the foundation of the project is very critical. And so many people have been asking about payouts and stuff like that. But the payout also is very important to build the growth and the brand. And that also helps. And also we have to build the mentality and allow all of our community to understand how we can sustain and make sure that what will pay you, not only today, monthly, for a lifetime, you really need to understand how it grows. And that's I'm very much excited with the staking groups which are in there, and so much to really explain that it's very powerful, because you are helping to actually be visible. Our coin is just out there I think for the second month, it was listed, I think 2nd December. And so it's doing very well. A lot of traders are coming through. And so there's so much, as we are also taking it to the budget and looking to have quite a number of people coming through. And so the market has voted that they don't like the way Facebook has been handling the social media platform. And that's very important for us, is we really come out and really position. We position this and we position it in very important way to make sure that we involve our community in voting and understanding what it is. So today, just pay very clear attention on this very important plan. Separate your emotion, listen, and understand what will make this project successful, and then you'll be able to understand how it will be executed. It's also very important about how the brand is going to grow, how the brand is going to sustain you and sustain many millions of people coming, and why it's important for you to get it right, so that we can also have others who join us and be able to reap the very benefits that you're going to be able to start with. So it's very, very important that you understand the presentation that I'm making today, and make sure you understand, separate emotions, and listen, because that's the most important thing with this company, is to make sure that you get the best information, the best understanding, and then you can be able to know what you're going to vote on. I say you'll be able to understand that, because that's very, very clear if you understand the very importance of what I'm going to talk about today. So that's very, very important. So thank you very much as you listen to this important presentation. Okay, so as we go ahead, I would like to actually make it very, very clear that this is a very important proposal. And why are we involving it? Because many people would really need to understand a global company, technology company, which is so fast, we're doing so much. We're not a traditional company, we're a technology company, an internet-based technology company, and that wants to make sure that you understand the business model of what we're presenting. And this is the proposal that we think will make everyone be able to get a very, fair share of what it is. So the intention of this proposal that you guys are going to vote on is a fair Weownomy distribution plan. So that's very important. How do we make sure, in addition with the staking groups that are around there, we were doing an amazing job, we can all as well be able to start to, work out a clear, a fair Weownomy distribution plan. So this distribution plan is meant to make sure that we have a great deal of traffic trading on the market, and La Token Exchange, the Bitget Exchange, and prepare as we also get our strategic investors and everyone who's coming around. So our payout strategy, we will finally be able to create what you've been asking for, and at the same time building the Weownomy market price growth sustainably. What does that mean? As you ask for payouts, there's going to be responsibility. You are not just going to take away the money. So this payout strategy is going to work in a very unique way, that if you understand you're going to be paid, you have to stake, you have to buy some portion of Weownomy based on the classes, so that you can also benefit continuously per month. If you take the payout, cash it out, try and dump the Weownomy in the market, you will be done. You will not be paid again. That's it. And we're going to make sure that we pay you something that will cover even your initial amount that you came in. But if you listen, and if you call yourself a lifetime co-owner and you listen and hear what we're saying, you'll be paid monthly. But that monthly needs you to also have an obligation. So you're going to understand how this thing is going to work. It's a strategy that is building the growth market price, the brand, and then it will also help us so that as we get the strategic investors coming in, and as we get to roll out the Weownomy chart, and again, linking it with the zero cost monetization advertising model, it will now consistently be able to sustain. But initially, we have to get you in front to know how to act as a business. So it's like you have a small shop. So if you in that shop, you put your capital in. You don't just wake up and you say, every coin that comes in the shop, I'm just going to eat it because I need money. I have my problems. No. You have your problem, but you need to understand what will sustain the business so that you can continuously have something that you can get out of that business, and you can be able to consistently be able to have something. That's the most important thing that people in the developing countries, unfortunately Africa, don't know. They think about money alone, but they don't think about the sustainability of how to sustain that money. So that's what you're going to learn today, and that's what you're going to vote on. And so that we don't want to hear any stories about things about this payment plan. So once you vote on it, it means you have taken responsibility to accept the plan, so that you don't keep on pointing the finger to the CEO. You now also point to yourself and say, this is what we agreed on, and this is what we're going to move on, and this plan is going to make us successful, okay? And I'm going to show you how successful we can go from $1, $2, $5, and $18, okay? So you're going to do your best, vote on the best payout plan for Weow's market price. So that's $1, $2, $5, and 18. And now your voice, you have a voice in how you get paid. But that, again, comes with responsibility. It's not just a paying, but you also know that I'm going to be paid, but I have also to understand how the business wants to continue paying me and how to sustain it. And this is going to be very critical going ahead as we work on this very important project. So that's very, very important that we understand that this is, it's very important that you clear. That's what I'm saying, listen. And separate emotions to really make sure that it works well. Now, the board has designed the most flexible and fair Weow's market price payout plan. Now, we have made it in a way that we can allow as the coin keeps on growing, get us amount, we can allow you to be able to pay it. So you start with a small amount, and then it will go on increasing to a big amount, and that's until we reach the 18th market. And then, but the most important thing, we want to start with the leadership of how you should know how that coin is going to increase. The coin is not going to increase by you dumping. The coin is going to increase by you buying, staking, 60%, okay? And that's what is going to happen. So every time you're paid, if you don't show us the proof that you bought, you don't show us the proof that you have staked, second round, you don't get. And it can affect the whole year. And we make sure we do something that investment that you came with. So that's how it's going to work. But if you are going to be good listener, good co-owner, who knows that business, like I've told you, a simple shop, you put up a shop, know that there's a capital which will generate, and you have a smaller part of it that you can eat until when you see your business is doing very well. So this is how it's going to be. So don't just cash out and you say, yes, and then you come back next time. We will tell you you're finished. The one who stakes, listens, and follows what we're going to do, he will continue to earn per month. The one who does not listen, we will close your account until you know we're finished with you. You decided to dump the coins in the market. So it is going to be strictly disciplined to make sure you be part of growth of the coin, okay? So this is your chance to vote on how much money you want to receive for every $1, $2, $5, $18. So what is going to happen? It means you will participate on all, not on one. You can participate on $1, so there will be a checkpoint. So you can check that I want to be paid with $1, I want to be paid with $2, I want to be paid with $5, I want to be paid with $18. Okay, so you'll be paid on all of those checkpoints. Then we're setting up a voting system on your dashboard that you can decide what is the best for the Weow's community, a fair and reasonable proposal, the most balanced and fair payout plan. Okay, so even if you choose the lower entry level option, you can say $1, You can still participate in higher price levels by criteria to be explained today in our presentation. You'll see how it works. It's very amazing, very unique. But remember, no, you will have to have 50% back for staking. Then you're going to purchase a certain portion based on the class to be able to see what portion that you're going to be able to purchase. And that's very, very important. And then you have a small amount. So as we go to $2, you'll see your money is increasing. As you go to $5, your money will increase. Why? Because all of us are buying and purchasing and staking. So it's not that we give you the weons and then you just dump them and you go. You try and do that. Remember, the whole year you will be out. You'll be a co-owner who's receiving nothing because you decided to dump. But if you listen how we want this thing to be run, then we're going to have over 56,000 people on the market trading. So these 56,000 people are the people who staked. So others can continue to stake. You'll get to join the program. Okay? So that's a very important thing. So this is how it's going to be. So I just wanted you to listen. So weons, your currency of kindness. So now we have a very unique payment of choice for you and all the future generation. So the very first payment is we're going to take 50% of people, 50% of 56,000 people. That's around half of the 56,000. And that means class D, you get 200 weons. Okay. And so for class D, if you get 200 weons, right now the dollar is around 15.46 ZAR, okay? And so the total is 1,000, no, it's 5,000. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, so it's, yeah. So what happens, 50% is taken in staking. So that means you have 100 weons remaining times 15.46, which is 1,546. So you are required class D to buy 36 weons, okay? And that's, I think, for the monthly program whereby you use the rewarding program of 36. So that's 36, times 3, you get 72, okay? As an individual. And then the balance means you walk away with 989 rand, but you have a benefit that you have staked and you have bought 36 weons in the market. So that means you have a credit. So you can do the staking for monthly, so that every month you have something that you can be able to get. So that's very, very okay. Now, class C, you have 100 weons, okay? So with class C, yeah, 600 weons, so you have half that amount is 500 be able weons at $1, okay? And then you have 6,000 plus something, but you have to buy 100 weons on the market. The first thing before you go from that 6,000, you have to do that, and already the other half is staked. So you have, you have that amount which is above. It should be around 12,000 something like that. But you take the half amount, and then from that half amount, you must make sure you buy 100 weons, and then that 100 weons are staked for 90 days. This is the strategy. Now, if you do that, you automatically qualify for the second payout plan. So that means as you're paid 600 weons, then the payout plan, you have to have proof that has to be put on your dashboard. I did purchase, I did stake. Then on the second round, you will qualify for 1,000 weons, okay, which is the $2. Now, why? The reason we have to do that, the market has to see people are not just cashing out. People are cashing out, but people are buying and people are staking, and that is going to gradually make sure that the price increases, okay? That is the discipline. You do the same thing so when we come at the 50%, after we pay 26, let's say 26,000, people, let's say 25,000. Immediately those 25,000 are paid, another 25,000 are paid immediately. Why? Because those half ones already do the purchasing, already do the staking, and it maintains the market price in the market. And so the next group that comes in to make the total 56,000 will do the same thing. But in the first 50%, Class A will not participate because they already have 3,000 Williams. So that will be unfair for them to participate. They already got their 3,000 Williams, and they're very few. Okay, so that is very important for you to understand. So now, an individual in Class D who has received 200 Williams, gone in the market, cashed out, okay, and 6 Williams, which is a monthly arrangement because they have small Williams, so they can be able to benefit that arrangement, and they have staked half of that amount, which is 100 Williams, and out of the 100 Williams, they've taken 36. So that means they will remain with something like 989 Rand, that's fine. But they automatically qualify for the next plan, which is 20%. That means he is able now to go for the 300 Williams. So the 300 Williams, he again does 150. So the 9,276, and and here the staking is twice. So if the first 2 Williams in Class D was 76, on the next arrangement, you will now double. So that means at $2, if you're supposed to buy the 6, now you're supposed to buy 72 Williams at that stage, okay, as a Class D. And then you'll be able to get 10,000 at $2. So you started with 989, you did stake, and you're gonna get an amount on a monthly, but on the second percentage of $2, you now have 7,000. I'm just gonna make an example Class D throughout this. Now, Class D at $5, when he has 500, okay, they have the 250 staked, okay, and then the remaining 250, you have 19,325, and then they buy 72, I think, times 3, and they have something, a balance of 13,759. So it's a very beautiful thing. So what we're trying to say in simple, you receive the Williams, you go to the market, you cash out, immediately the first thing before you go, you have to buy. You have to stake half of the amount. Now the Class D will be doing it monthly, but Class C, B, and A, they have to go from 90 to 150, depending on their preferences that they want. And they will benefit based on payout plan. You're voting up to all the different payout plans, which are for you. You're voting for $1, you're voting for $2, you're voting for $5, and you're voting for 18. What does that mean? If you ever make a mistake, I repeat this, and you get your 200 Williams and then you start to say, oh, someone is sick, I cannot touch this money, please know that is the last money you're going to touch. And immediately you're going to vote that. So the system will say you are not interested in these other plans. Now that means you will go to the $1. You see, you'll go to the $1 subscription. So be very careful. This is going to be discipline. We are going to apply the discipline which is in the military. Everyone has to do the same thing to help you, to help the system, and to help everyone. You get your 200 Williams, you must make sure you follow the discipline that is required. 100 of it is staked. You don't even think about it. And we need proof. Then the one which is remaining, you buy 36 Weowns. Even though you remain with 900 Rand, but you know at the end of the month, that 36 Weowns that you've bought is 72. It can help you in whatever that you want to do. Okay, so that's fair enough. The Class C, the same thing. 600 Weowns. The very first thing you do when you receive it, 300 is stacked. The 300 that you have, 100 you have to purchase the Weowns because you have cashed out. And after you do that, then you will be able to qualify automatically for the next plan of $2. Class B, you have 1,000 Weowns, 500 Weowns is staked right away. No conversation or what. The 500 Weowns that you stay with, 200 Weowns, you have to buy them. Why are you buying? So that the market consistently sees the movement. Okay. And the reason you're buying, you're protecting future earnings. So next month and the other month. And remember, because you're getting this reward, you will get more money in additional month. Okay. The same payment doubles with Weowns you buy. You get that? So the same thing for Class A, you'll be able now to start. You'll be able to start. Yeah, you'll be able to start with 10,000. So 10,000 Weowns, 5,000 Weowns are stacked. Okay. Then the 5,000 that you have remaining, you will have to buy 1,500 Weowns automatically. That's how the program is going to work, and it will continue like that. And with that program, no one will ever lack money, and everyone will understand the discipline of how money is made and how money is maintained. Okay? And then with that, we are able to build our market growth of Weowns initially, even before we wait for the investors and all these other things coming on board, because of the discipline that is required. Okay? So we want to make sure that we maximize the value for the Weowns community. Okay? And so how this is going to work is to make sure that Class D, you participate in the 50%, $1, 20%, $2, $5 you'll participate, up to $18 you'll participate. Class C, you'll participate from the 50%, $1, and then 20%, $2. There was a mistake there. And $5 and 18. Class B, that's the same, but Class A, you start with 20%, at the second stage of $2, $5, and $18. So this is how we can share the love and kindness. And this is what we want you to vote the plan on, okay? So to make sure everyone has access to the same benefits of this plan, which would give you 50% in $1, 20% in $2, 20% in $5, another 20% in $18. It's the better for all-round success, okay? You now know when you get the Weowns, half of it is staked. Don't think about it. Then there's a portion you need to buy, which is a must, and then you walk away with that small amount that you have, and you automatically qualify for the second round where your Weowns will increase, your payment will increase as the $5, the $2 and stuff. So the moment we do that, our price will not behave as if it's dumping. There will be consistency. So this way, there are more people benefiting from the growth in value from Class D, Class C, Class B, Class A. And the legendary exclusive membership, we have one member there. We have two members, my late wife, Olivia Nakubulwa, and then we also have Mr. Youssef Yometov from the World Peace Body. So those are the two ones. So those ones, their packages are going to be arranged differently, but now we're talking of class B, D, C, and F. Which should increase their value faster than if only higher classes had an opportunity for profit share. So this plan is designed in a way that even though you're class D, even though class C or class B or class A, you will be able to receive something very powerful, but discipline in the militaristic way, and to make sure no arguments, because if you want money, you want to make sure you understand how our coin needs to be sustained and how your participation and understanding needs to be part of the discipline. And that's it. And that way, we are going to be successful as we open up Weownomy charts, beta testing completes, and everything really moves up into the direction that we want, and it actually is moving in the direction that we want. Then we build that success. So every month, as you go, payments they need a month. It's because of the discipline, okay? So is the world to for social and kindness. And so that means that you're able to get quite a great deal going forward. So it's all about you. Okay? So that's the mission of Weownomy. We have created a and succeed. Okay, so this is very, very important for you to understand. So we have created a payout plan that gives you fair representation to all classes of tokens, so that class A, B, C, and D. A system where every voice counts equally. What does that mean? We don't expect people to continue talking in the group about the payout plan after you vote it. You expect to understand it, and you expect to vote on it, and you expect to respect it. And that's the most important thing, okay? The Weownomy Market Plus payout plan is the fairest and most democratic voting process for token holders. I think this is one of the most unique ways that people can get engaged to understand. The reason people need to vote, they need to understand, because most of the people who are in Weownomy don't understand the business. So now we are going to be getting tasks and make you vote so that you understand. So that when you are complaining in the group, you'll know, I voted for this, I should not complain because I was made to understand. So now that we're making you to understand and we're telling you it's all about you, you need to listen, you need to understand, and when you vote, you need to respect your vote. Okay? This is the most generous payout plan for the lifetime co-owners and stakers. Currently, the staking community, the people who are, participating in the community are doing amazingly great. And it has helped quite a lot of groups to actually mobilize themselves. This coin is not for the CEO. It is your coin. You need to participate. You cannot sit there and say, I'm not going to participate. I don't even have money to buy 12 Weowns. You need to participate and make sure that you get. So this plan that we're setting up is to help you so that you don't keep on sitting on the sidelines. Crypto industry has a unique behavior, and you need to understand how that uniqueness is with every coin. And especially with the Weowns, it will be powerful because you understand its unique way of how it's built. It is built as a social and kindness coin that helps you to participate and rewards you more for understanding and building. And that's very important. And again, it's going to be used for micropayments in the social media platform, Weownomy Chat, in businesses, and so many things. So you have not yet seen the potential of Weowns. It is just getting started. Okay? Now it's starting with you, and then it's going to go ahead and do a great deal of work. But you need to understand how its foundation and what it means and why we have set up this important vote. The vote is part of the educational exercise, because I see a lot of misunderstanding and people don't understand how their coin is all about. That's why you cannot go to the bank and tell them, just give me money because I know you have the money in there. Understand how the bank will give you the money and the process before you approach it. So this is how we're educating you to understand how the coin behaves and how it can be successful. Okay, so your participation needs you to understand that. Okay, so Weownomy is the next big thing for sure. Because just within a few months, as I tell you, there are very, very few coins out there which within a very short period of time have more than 10,000 traders that are there. So the reason why we're introducing this new payout plan, we want to increase at least more than 56,000 traders among you guys who are staking to also participate there on a daily day, making sure that you participate and understand how it is. And that's how we're going to build Weownomy to become a household name. Okay. And as a lifetime co-owner, it's not just sitting and expecting. You sit, expect, and also do some tasks that are required from you, so that when you see the coin going up, you know, I am doing a good job. Okay. So 100% proof of stake Weownomy. And Weownomy will be the only cryptocurrency with 100% proof of stake, so you can earn more than the Bitcoin. So we have the most unique design that we have set up around taking issue and making sure that it more not only than Bitcoin, but any other cryptocurrencies that are out there. So those who are taking risk on our platform's future should be rewarded with higher risk than those who only buy to sell. So that means if you do buy and you do stake, you are the person, you're going to get a lot of Weownomy. We don't care how rich you're going to be. But anyone who just buys and sells without having the love of the brand and understanding that every time I do my responsibility to stake, to buy, and this payout plan is meant to make sure no one will continue saying we are left aside. But if you don't do your job, that is the end of you with this platform, because we know you don't understand the business. But if you do your job and you know, I have 200 Weownomy, 100 is staked, and then the one that I have 100, I buy after I sell, then we know that you understand, because the market tells us how people behave. Okay. So rewards for staking Weownomy, that is very clear. You know, I've already shared that in the groups, and people are really getting through with it, and that's so amazing. And it's easy to vote this proposal because it doesn't involve anything other than choosing how many Weownomy you want and what category you want them in. There's no lose. That means you will benefit with the $1, you will benefit with the $2, $5, up to 18, but understand the discipline of proof of staking, understand the discipline that is required for you to buy based on the class, and understand that when that happens, you have to have those two proofs. Then our IT team will confirm, so that when we go to the second round, we know. And once you do that, you will earn more. Okay, so you'll get a lot with Weownomy. Okay, so that's very important. So we are going to reward your loyalty with more tokens, and that's how we are doing it with the current staking groups and stuff like that. People are really doing the amazing. You are doing that for you, because this coin is your currency. Okay, and that currency is going to help you, it's going to help your family, it's going to help the continent, it's going to help the global community. And it starts with us being disciplined and understanding that what we need to do. So we are rewarding you to buy and stake. You buy and stake immediately. Don't just buy and sit there because we know you're going to dump it. You buy and stake, not to buy, stake, and stake. The moment we get to know that, then we are going to make sure you don't repeat it. You are going to be paid monthly for life, but with your responsibility aligned with staking half of the Weowns you have, aligned with buying according to your class, and that's what we want. You are now a Weownomy soldier who understands the discipline of how your coin is going to be sustainable in the market. And that's why we want you to vote for the best payout plan, which allows you to earn more and more as you go on every different month, because you will now be earning with the whole opportunity of the staking and stuff that comes in, okay? So Weowns has a unique way of rewarding those who buy and stake more than 100 Weowns for the market price chosen by the lifetime co-owner, okay? So that is very, very important, okay? So you own the future of cryptocurrency, okay? So reward yourself with monthly payouts for life. The reason I'm telling you reward yourself with monthly payouts for life, it means your responsibility, what is required as your class is critical, okay? So now here's a payout plan to reward those who buy and stake their payout for market price, okay? Staking your payout is critical. This is an opportunity for all investors, not only the lifetime co-owners, but even all different investors who will be coming in with their $1 as they participate with our ecosystem in Weownomy, okay? And the reward system is guaranteed. So it's not a promotion. It's just gonna be a guaranteed system that goes on for as many times. So, and we're excited about this. All categories are included. That means we don't have separate plans. We don't say you are only paid with $1. We're gonna make sure that you're paid, but we want to make sure you participate at every different market price, okay? Higher payouts, definitely, as you continue with that discipline of staking, half of your Weowns being staked, purchasing whatever is required, taking a smaller amount, you are gonna have higher payouts in the next months as you go on, okay? So own Weowns and stake for lifetime rewards. That should be your motto, okay? So that is very clear. Now, it's very important, even though I've explained to you initially up there, and you know, today's Zoom, a lot of people wanted specifically to understand how the payouts will work. And so how the Weowns market price payout plans, starting from $1, $2, $5, and 18, if we are able to do the responsibility of all of us that we're able to do, it will help your purchasing, your staking, you eat a little of it. I'm telling you, it is going to attract as many people to the Weowns, and we also train them the same thing. The discipline of how our coin works, and it will go to all the market that we want, and even increase. And then as we get all the different people coming in, they will follow the same discipline, and Weowns will not be the same towards the end of the year, because a lot of people understand the strategic way of how they need to participate with this coin, okay? So now, this is again a very important slide for buyers and stakers. We'll get a share in every category. So as I've told you, the Class D must purchase a minimum of 36 Weowns out of what they have, out of half. After they take the half of the amount staked, the half that they have to buy 36 Weowns, and they stake 50%. So that means the 100 goes, from the 100 you remain, you take 36. And then from the rewarding program, you'll be able to get 72 Weowns, which you can be able to, you know, stake for a month, because Class D, you know, they're getting a little bit in the beginning. Class C, you buy 100. So that means from the plan that I've explained up there, you know, you have 600 in the first stage. You must make sure 300 is staked, 300, 100 goes, you purchase the Weowns immediately. That is the first action you have to do. 2 actions. You stake, buy after the first cash out, so that the market knows you have taken out, but you've bought. So that will help us to continuously make sure we have a consistent balance in the market, and then it will also be able to benefit everyone. So as we pay the first half of 26,000, then the other half comes in, and then now we move on the second half to make sure that now we go to the one of $2, and we do the same thing. You get more, and that's going to be something very interesting. And this means that from your payout plan, you must buy and stake in order to receive a proportional amount from all categories. That other categories of $2, $5, $18, as long as Class D purchase 36 after they cash out, Class C 100 Weowns after they cash out, Class B 200 Weowns after they cash out, Class A they must purchase 1,500 Weowns. So you can choose to buy more, and you'll be paid more accordingly. So others who want to buy more than what is the minimum that is required here, you can do that. So that is the simple criteria, okay? And it is fair for everyone. It does not leave anyone out. It requires your participation, and that's how it's gonna be. But please, if you break one of the principles, for some reason, you say that I am going to stake, I am going to cash out, and you go and you don't follow the principle of staking half the amount, you don't follow the principle of your designated amount that you're required to purchase based on the class, consider yourself immediately, you have ended your relationship with the important economic revolution globally. Okay? So whatever happens, you have to follow the principle, because that principle helps to sustain your monthly payouts. Okay? And that's very important. You can't deny it, and that's why we are putting it on the vote. And so it's very, very important for you to understand that important principle. So that's the most critical part that we explain about the Weowns market price payout plan, and the importance of why we want you to vote on the category you want and receive your share of payouts based on how many tokens you stake at a time. And it's going to be discipline equal for everyone. It's a community choice to make sure that token is there to serve you many more years, not 1 month, because we are training you the discipline of eating today and eating next month and the other month until your dying day. Okay? So stake powerfully. That is the most important thing, because the reward system is guaranteed. So the reward is a percentage that can be set in different ranges depending on the category chosen, with each being paid at a certain market price. And that's how we're going to build the next generation of a global community that is powered by Weowns. Okay? So staking your payout is going to be a critical thing. That's how you reward yourself with monthly payouts for life. And that's why we need you to vote, so that you know it is your responsibility to respect the payout plan. The higher your level of commitment, the more tokens you'll earn as an incentive to be rewarded for your reality. And you can see the groups are doing wonderful, and many groups are getting many tokens, and that's important because they understand the spirit and the reward that is attached with their discipline of staking, buying. That's very important. So the payout is designed so that you can stake your coins as well as purchase them, which means you can earn up to 3 times more money, depending on how much you're willing to invest in order to maximize profits for yourself and others. And then the important thing is coins must be staked. That is the discipline in the crypto market. And that's why it's important to deal with all of these challenges and making sure that our coin is still new. We need to do more for it. We need to sacrifice as we get a little out of it, and as we get more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, until when you will be powerful and your coin is more than 10,000 US dollars per coin. So learn that the discipline, your problems are not bigger than the issue of making sure that this coin is sustainable to deal with those problems. So make sure you understand that however much I want the CEO to do miracles in an hour, something has to be built. It takes a little bit of time. It takes you participating and being the driving seat together with the CEO and understand how tough it is. And again, taking a little bit out of the coin and building it together so that as the system builds out with our ecosystem, Weownomy chat comes in and many people are coming in, and we have the $1 subscriptions, things going in. That $1 subscription is also going to be a very powerful impact on our coin. And you're going to see a great way of how an economic revolution is fought. Very successful, very disciplined, and in no noise. Yeah, you can't find soldiers on the front line shouting. You have to be disciplined. Follow what is required to make you successful. Shouting keeps you just idle, but keep focused on what is important. And this is the most important thing. I keep focused because I know success is not easy. It requires a mind that is disciplined, a mind that is focused, and not a mind that likes shouting on the mountain, thinking that you'll get money. We do that. Africa has failed because we have shouted for many years and no one has come. But now is the time we need to work. And this is the most important critical work that we need to do. And you're going to see people will be proud of you. People will come to congratulate you. And it's very important that you understand the discipline. And that's what I'm training you today. Because I've been listening and paying attention to people who want to understand how the payouts will happen. And now you understand that it's gonna take you more sacrifice before you become the person you want to be, but a little small as we build it, a little more as we build it, until when everything is good forever. Okay? Now we are finished with that important communication in regards to the payout. And now that people understand, we're going to integrate in your dashboards. I'll write a small summary, which the IT team will include in the dashboard so that you're able to vote. And after that is done, then we are able to implement the program, and you're going to see how successful everything will be. So that program is very important to really put everything at a critical way of understanding that we are all together. This is our community choice. And if we want to see this thing grow, we have to understand the responsibility that allows us to build this wonderful coin that is going to really impact the global community in ways that require your personal income lives to improve in a unique way. And that also requires that as you start with a little amount, as you go on slowly by slowly and understand. But again, I know a great number of you in the groups understand what staking is, you're really working. That is your responsibility to make the whole community globally, not that we mean business, and you mean business if you want to get out of poverty. And as a soldier, the moment you shout, an enemy can shoot you. So you need to be undercover as we build this thing. You're getting me? And so that's very important message. Now, we go to a very good idea. Weownomy Global Ecosystem Festival will be in Lesotho. We will be able to let you know when exactly. We have a team from South Africa, flash forward, who helped us to with our previous events. The Weon's wedding day. We have had the Weownomy chart preparations that we had, but now this is going to be both a virtual reality event, a 360 virtual event, and I'm going to show you an example of what they've done for ShopRite. You will be able to see that. It will be so quick. It's 1 minute. They gave me the permission to show that video. So, and I'm going to share that. And then in addition to that, I'm going to be able to explain to you. So this global ecosystem, it will be more of fun and people understanding. There will be Weownomy chat. People are downloading our app, interacting with the app, quite a lot of activities. And that's how we can build our presence, and millions of people will be able to know. And this time around, we're going to also have the televisions in Lesotho, in South Africa participating with us. We're going to make sure that this thing really, really works very well. So our goal is to increase the visibility and people to get to know Weownomy Global Ecosystem Festival. So it will be a festival in every country. And so it started historically in Lesotho because the idea of Weownomy was born in Lesotho. And so it's very, very important that at least the very first global ecosystem festival be held in Lesotho, and then it can go in other countries. And this is going to be both a 360 virtual event, whereby the Weownomy virtual nations, every nations, in Namibia, South Africa, Botswana, Eswatini, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Burundi, Rwanda, all of these beautiful countries in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, United States, United Kingdom, there will be kind of participation so that we can link up with you. But again, we're going to have a huge presence in Lesotho of over 100,000 people. We're going to have a place in Lesotho whereby we'll make that announcement, where we can make sure that we have 100,000 people who will be here for 3 days. And so it will be an edutainment, an educational entertainment that will involve artists, our own Weownomy global artists. And like today, I just had a very wonderful audio from Namibia, from a lady called Kuna. It's very, very powerful. This lady just came up with a very wonderful, beautiful Weownomy chat promo. And that's the very most important thing. This is our thing. It's not for the CEO, it's for all of us as a community. If Weownomy becomes successful, it is our community of lifetime co-owners. So just imagine a lady did her best, and she came out with this wonderful content. And again, we have had very many beautiful content creators that we have who have done wonderful for Weownomy when we started. And those content creators, by the way, we have something wonderful for you as well. And we want you to come. This is going to be your global stage when you do really participate. So with that mention, I would like to make sure that I play a song so that you guys can be able to hear what she has come up with. So that's very, very beautiful. So thank you very much, Kuna. The board is very excited with your song, and as I told you in the groups, we are awarding you 500 million for this amazing initiative. Just imagine you participating. I think if you can work out on the video so that you can participate officially. You can fly to Lesotho and participate officially in our festival. So we need such kind of creative co-owners who understand that this is critical. This is important for the world to know. And that's what makes a difference. And Kuna, you've made a difference. And I applaud you. That is amazing. Thank you very much. And I think that's so powerful of you, of what you have done. And so many other people can know that this time your voice as a lifetime co-owner is important. Don't just sit there without people knowing you. Stand up, do something, because the global festival is coming in Lesotho. It's going to be massive. It's going to be great. And you actually need to know. So the world is about to change. Be there at the beginning in Lesotho. And you're going to be there also virtually online. So the global celebration of Weownomy platform ownership, you can be able to join us in Lesotho to celebrate the world's largest Weownomy festival. And so the virtual reality experience will be available in both 360-degree video format and physically in Lesotho. So we're going to really, we have a team that we are signing in Lesotho, doing this amazing job, making sure that we pull one of the greatest festivals. We have done some good events, but now we also want a physical event whereby you can have to meet one another and see how everything is being. So that event is going to have all the countries. Have virtual nation. So every virtual nation, your country will be represented. So you can have some few representatives in every of your different virtual nations. So you can come, and then we have a camp whereby we have all the different virtual nations, so that it makes a huge impact. We can even have a Netflix documentary out of this Weownomy global festival. So it's big, massive, and it's going to be a global celebration about Weownomy sharing and celebrating the personal income future. So by that time, you guys will be paid, and so you will not come here with noise saying, "Oh, we are in Lesotho, we want payouts and stuff." You're going to come here to celebrate and understand how important it is, what it meant for you, and being part of a lifetime co-owner is amazing. So we are going to really have these preparations before we announce the month, and you're going to know. It's going to be a 3-day event, which should start like from Friday, Saturday, and then it ends on Sunday, and it will really be epic. It's going to be something powerful. So you can be part of it all from anywhere in the world just by watching on your computer or mobile. So definitely we can have everyone join us in Lesotho, so others can just watch it wherever they are, and it's going to be amazing. And you can also organize something in your countries where you are, a small thing, because that virtual event will be able to screen and see all those different places. So it's going to be a World Weownomy celebration in Lesotho. So you're going to experience the world's largest virtual reality event in the Kingdom of Lesotho. So we have the best team in South Africa, which will be joining us here in Lesotho. And, we're putting up all that, powerful, and working also with the team in Lesotho, make sure that this becomes the best. And it's just purpose is, we want to, to make sure people know Weownomy. People get out there to know this is a real company with the real mission and with the real purpose. And that purpose is definitely going to be demonstrated 3 days, and those people will understand. And it will go in every different country. And I think it's going to be wonderful and beautiful, okay? Be part of history, be there in virtual reality. So I definitely, as we can have all of the 240 or 50,000 people coming, we're going to have 100,000 in Lesotho. And the whole purpose of the event is everyone on his Weownomy chat, everyone to understand the ecosystem, everyone to meet one another, because we've been so much on the digital space, Corona and stuff like that. This is the time so that we can meet one another. That's very, very important. And this is an event like no other to popularize Weownomy chat app, globally and the whole entire ecosystem. So for you as a Weownomer, it means that your presence with your Weownomy virtual nation will be felt when using the app to interact with others around the world. It's very, very important to see like Botswana having a virtual nation presence in Lesotho and what they can do. We also have Eswatini, we have South Africa, we have Nigeria, we have Ghana, we have all the East African countries, West African, North African countries, and in Europe, United States, all over the world, even individual, we're going to make sure that we can reach out to you so that you make your presence either here or by virtual reality. So that's amazing, okay? Experience the future of the Weownomy ecosystem. So it's very, very important that as we know that this year is going to be different. So we want to go together and make sure that this event is like no other, with live performances from artists, including our own Weownomers. So we can have also the best artists that we know around the world, participating with us. I'll be able to reach to the World Peace Body. They know one of these best artists globally. And in South Africa, we can also have the best artists who are there. They can come through. And the most important thing is meet Weownomers from around the world. Yes, meet one-on-one. We want to know that we are real people, can meet people and see how we can, talk and discuss and see what this whole ecosystem is all about. That's very, very important. Ready for full of fun, excitement, and inspiration that is unlikely anything I've experienced before. So as you join us in Lesotho to experience the global celebration of the new social media platform of humanity. So that's big, epic, very important. The traditional web ownership on its way out, we're talking of the current social media platform, as we've seen through and Facebook, the investors are now beginning to really look critically to what the meaning of social media is. And this is the right time for Weownomy to come up with the global festival. And you're going to see things that you've never imagined possible. And it's going to be Weownomy Chat, and the zero-cost digital economy is on its way in globally. And so it's amazing as we really have this very important. So get connected to a global Weownomy celebration. What a feel, as you can either be part of us virtual reality, you experience this cutting edge event through virtual reality technology, so you can be fully immersed in the world of web ownership without needing virtual reality headsets or glasses. And it's a wild celebration of our ecosystem. Or you can be live in Lesotho. So Lesotho celebration, where we will host an amazing experience that will leave you wanting more for 3 days. It's powerful. It will be in all of our daily news in Lesotho. We're going to make sure that we can start to popularize it and put everything. Once we put everything this week, we will be able to communicate so that you can know in the next Zoom when this event will be. So right now, we're still doing everything with our team to make sure that we have something. So it's going to be a celebration in Lesotho, virtual reality, immersed in our Weownomy virtual nation. So the importance of the virtual nation. So every country that can come either physically, if not physically, you can represent us virtually wherever you are. And we will work with our team to know those ones who can come live in Lesotho and those ones who can do it wherever you are. So that's very, very critical, okay? So it's a celebration of Weownomy platform ownership. So the people's platform live in Lesotho, a fairer world, a global celebration as we join one of a kind 3-day event in Lesotho where we will host 250,000 Weownomers both online and in person to celebrate the global shift to Weownomers web ownership. So it's a shift of people owning their own presence online, and it's very, very powerful because these internet companies are one of the richest companies globally. And so why not have our people part of this important ecosystem? So the only event that connects the whole world is coming in the kingdom of Lesotho. Okay, so this is big. You wouldn't want to miss. And we're gonna know about our new currency. We're gonna celebrate your future. We're gonna celebrate our own ecosystem. And the future starts in Lesotho. Be there in virtual reality and be part of history as we connect thousands of others from around the world for 3 days live via Weownomy chat video within virtual reality, and learn how to claim your share of the lives we enriches by joining us in Lesotho, either virtually or physically. Okay, so this is gonna be the world's biggest Weownomy's Fast Festival, coming to you in Lesotho, virtually or physically. Okay, so this is very important, as people need to know our zero-cost marketplace, zero-cost digital economy, and it's going to be one festival for everyone to enjoy, an educational entertainment. They're going to enjoy learning about Weownomy Chat, learning about Weownomy Web, learning about our neobank, learning about the currency of kindness, learning about Weownomy Pay. And it's going to be the largest virtual reality festival on the African continent and one of the biggest in the world, coming to life in Lesotho, when 100,000 people will attend in person and another 150 will watch from home via live streams or remote video feeds. We go big. That means we attract the world in a big way. Okay. So it's the world premiere Weownomy Festival ecosystem, as you guys become part of history, and it's happening in Lesotho, and you can join in the experience with the live events, live streams, virtual web, where all members of the virtual nation shall share in the decision-making process. You guys come and let's see all of the different virtual nations. So we're gonna know how many people in every of the nations would like to turn up in Lesotho. We're gonna work out the logistics and how we can have them. And those ones who cannot be able, then we can be able to see how you can handle it in your own individual nations. And as this is gonna be something amazing. Festival will have something for everyone, including children under 16 years old, with a variety in-person events planned around the world, but importantly, virtually. It's going to put Lesotho on the map. Remember, our target is Weownomy Festival ecosystem to be on Netflix as a documentary. We go big. And that will be able to explain to people how we intend to launch the Weownomy Virtual Nation and what it is all about. And that's very important, building our own economy on Metaverse and sharing something about Weownomy to make the event memorable in Lesotho. Lesotho is a beautiful mountainous kingdom, okay? And so it's very important for you to come and see this beautiful mountainous kingdom. It's gonna change the way people know the global community. So that's very, very powerful. So each nation needs to represent itself and come here in Lesotho. And we're gonna be able to make sure that we do quite a lot of beautiful things here in Lesotho, okay? It's gonna be the world's first global digital economy ecosystem, the metaverse for global communities. What a powerful event that can explain, because there's so much that we can be able to interact physically and people can be able to understand all this important thing. And at that time, we should be able to have as many subscribers. Weownomy Chat is going to be very popular. Many people will come to appreciate what it is. And let me tell you, the global community is going to take notice of what is happening in the kingdom of Lesotho. Okay. So with that said, there is something new that also you need to understand. The revolutionary social media advertising platform, the zero-cost monetization, in addition to the $1 subscription, this is what has made all the social media platforms powerful. This is what we're gonna add in addition to the $1 subscription to make sure our Weownomy is powerful. Our zero-cost digital economy includes quite a lot, but also an advertising platform. Okay. So this is going to be a user-owned advertising platform. It is changing the future of advertising as you know it. So Weownomy is not just another social media platform, but we have a new advertising engine where users can be rewarded zero-cost adverts in exchange for being rewarded profits from advertisers, no matter how many followers you have. So this is revolutionary, okay? So it's very, very, very powerful. So advertisers will pay you for your content, and the algorithms will find perfect price for that space based on how much advertisers are willing to pay per click or impression. This is quite another unique way of doing business, okay? And this is also part of what our beta testers are going to really get to discover. And it's amazing what social media has to do. And so we have the whole ecosystem, powerful and different, and something that once it gets all rolled out, you'll be able to see how exciting Weownomy ecosystem is, okay? So the most efficient social media advertising algorithm is an artificial intelligence that simply targets our different goals. Our agenda is to make sure you make money with all of your activities. So the sustainable income streams by selling the right to use your content in various formats, newsfeed, ebooks, podcasts, and everything. And the zero-cost advertising creates a revolution in social media by turning your content into paid newsfeed. So like you go on Facebook, every time you post something, it goes on your own customized newsfeed. And immediately it should be able to show you how much. If it's just a status or anything that you post, you should be able to be paid. That's allowing you to earn while being entertained, okay? So that is something very, very powerful, okay? So the perfect blend is Weownomy and the people, okay? And then Weownomy and the Weownomy ecosystem. And most critically, building the value for our Weownomy. So the revolutionary token system. So we have two new sources of revenue. The $1 annual subscriptions. We have another one with the telecommunication providers, which is also $2. And we have the zero-cost advertising monetization. That is big, game changer, okay? So the future of advertising monetization. So the more engagement you get from other users on our app, likes and comments, the more value your posts have, which means higher earnings per day, per week, month, etc., and the increased Weownomy market price. Okay, so Weownomy is a revolutionary token that will deal in micropayments in Weownomy. So micropayments, the clicking, commenting, advertising, and everything that is done on the social media, and also every different project that we affiliate with, like the supermarket project, many different unique projects that have been brought on my attention, and I'm really looking at those projects very seriously. By the way, every email that I receive, I read it and I put it aside and that I can respond intelligently on what kind of ideas that you bring to me, okay? Now, with that presentation, as we come to close, we normally would love to let people know the groups that are awarded for their staking participation, so that other groups, and this time around we are doing in bigger numbers. Like today you'll see quite a number of groups, but we have bigger numbers of groups that we are rewarding. And we want to show you why we reward groups that really work hard. There's this group called Eswatini Crypto Queens, and they're doing wonderful. I understand with this picture that they shared with me, they were presenting at the Ministry of Finance in Swaziland, and they were actually explaining to people how they can go to La Token, do the Weon staking and stuff. And that's the spirit of Weonomers, that you reach out to others who are not even Weonomers, bring them on board. That's amazing. They have this beautiful brochure that they're sharing with people, and that's amazing. And I really salute the Setini group. This coin, you're doing an amazing, who knows, you could cover the whole of Swaziland, and that's going to be amazing what you guys are doing. And your the group which is awarded 20,000 Weons, and you'll be able to get your Weons tomorrow. And so we have all these different groups here. So we have Class A Weons Gurus. They have bought 33,000 Weons. We have, those ones are also awarded 20,000 Weons. But in addition, there's calculations for 33,000 Weons. Is amazing. It's massive. Yeah, they're going to have Weons in millions. The Egos, it's another amazing group in Lesotho. They actually are also part of the award. That's 20,000 Weons. So we have the Swatini Crypto Queens and the Stockwell. So each one of them are taking 20 Weons. We have the private group for Monarchy, which is a high profile group, 20,000 Weons. We have another group, Weon staking team in Namibia, 20,000 Weons. We have another group, which actually in loving memory of my wife, they decided to come up with a Stockwell, and I think they've done well. I think close to 10,000 Weons that they have. And then we also have another one, United Kingdom, Weownomy Group. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups that are being awarded 20,000 Weons. And we also have other groups that will also be included in the course of week. But these ones are just for the presentation today, to just let you know that they've done a wonderful job, and we salute them for that. And that really means a lot, a great deal, okay? So it's very important to understand how to be successful with your economy. Be proud of your achievements, no matter how big or small they may seem, because they all are important steps on the way to success. So as we celebrate the small wins in Weownomy, you go for the bigger ones, and that's very important. We are celebrating how we are evolving with our coin, with our Weownomy chart. We have our beta testers doing a wonderful job. Those are very small steps, very important ones in our journey as we are now preparing for a huge festival, which is coming, and it's very, very, very powerful. So developing positive habits through celebrating small wins, and small wins matter. And the way to success, so critical for you to appreciate. And the 10-minute rule, celebrate Weownomy small wins as the way to success for the bigger wins. I mean, don't keep on complaining as if you don't know how impressive Weownomy is achieving at every now, because you, as a part of complaining, you are not understanding every important development of the company, and you want to be there complaining. And so it's very important we have every little small goals that we set for ourselves, make it easier to accomplish, and even feel like we are winning every day of the week. And that's amazing. We won in January. We have great. Our coin was relatively doing well. We are doing good. And all the important targets that we want to achieve are really coming well. And so importantly, like our funds are being released, and we have strategic investor that is on board, and very excitedly, everything is coming up so strategically. So small wins makes us to celebrate, and it positions us to actually look for the bigger thing. So that way, you don't just sit thinking that you're wasting time, or you joined Weownomy, there's nothing. The reason you're in Weownomy, and the reason you wake up, and the reason you even put your data to watch to read every little thing, is because you are ignoring the small wins, and you just want something to just come in one day. But remember that small wins, if you appreciate it and if you say thank you, it leads you to understand how important, how many companies can be able to consistently communicate with you on a daily basis, show you something every weekend, every Zoom meeting. There's a big, change. Now you have something that you understand, the clarity that comes with the payout, how things will happen and everything. So it gets us to really do the best. And so we continue. And as we win big, you also remember how we started small and how we're going to win big. So that's very important for you to know and remember, and take it from now on. Stop complaining. Understand something big starts with small wins. Okay? It just doesn't happen because you want it to happen. It happens because you appreciate the small wins. And when it becomes big, then you'll be able to even write a book. You'll be able even to tell other people the whole journey you experience in Weownomy, okay? So that's very important. And that's the way to success. We are here because we all want to succeed, but we want to succeed in an orderly way, in an orderly manner. Okay? So that's the most important thing. And we are on track to be able to accomplish what will make us be remarkable globally. Okay? So thank you very much. Our presentation has come to an end, and I hope you guys had a very wonderful time, and I hope that you're excited with all that we have shared today. Thank you, and I can hope that we can have the daily questions that are out there. And I believe that everything now is much clearer for all of you guys.
Good evening, Mr. CEO, and how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you very much, and thank you for the brilliant presentations, especially on the payout plan. Yeah, thank you so much for that. But just to make sure that I did understand you well, my first questions maybe will be on the voting plan. So when I go to can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, yeah. So when I go to my dashboard to place my vote, am I going to choose maybe the best plan for me? Say maybe, for instance, if I don't want to be paid on the $1, so I get to choose the $2 or maybe the $18. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, no, that's fine. That one is clear now. And so, and then the question number two will be, yeah, question number two will be when it comes to, say maybe for instance, I am going to use Class C as an example. So I cash on my 600 we owns, then I stake 300 and immediately I buy on 100. So 300 and 100, meaning I can stake them all, right?
Yeah, you can stake them all, but we have just put a minimum to say, if you want, you can stake half. If it's 300, you can stake half, and then the other half, you are able to purchase a small portion that is required on for you. If it's Class D, I think that's around 72. But if it's on the category of $2, it's 2 times.
Okay, yeah, now clear. Then my last questions then will be, can you now open for the upgrades? For class D, if I want to upgrade to T from D to C and then C to A based on this now voting plan.
Yeah, I think the team said that they do it internally, but I will maybe in the Delta if he's here, he can be able to really enlighten on that, to really give a clear picture. But I think upgrade should be done automatically. But according to them, I understand it's done internally.
Yeah. Yes, please.
You just write a support letter. To the support, and then they can upgrade you. But I think Nadel Tebele could maybe give us a clear picture on that.
Because
you can be.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because now with this plan, it's getting so interesting.
You're saying?
I haven't yet. Can I please finish my questions, please? Then it will be your turn. Yeah. And then the last one will be based on the group rewards for staking. You mentioned that, am I right to say, according to your letter, your previous letter where you were saying the rewards for the group will be at the end of each staking period, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. I think those were my 4 questions, and thank you very much.
Good evening, Mr. CEO.
Good evening, CEO.
Good evening.
Good. How are you?
Fine, how are you? I'm okay, how are you? Great. Mine is very simple. Mine is very simple.
Yes.
Hello? Yes.
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes. What I want also to get clear with the payment, we have $1, $2, $3, $18. I'm sure the payment may not be in the same month or the same period. What I'm missing is the $1 and $2. When will they be paid? Then $5 or $18 means, is it per week? Every week, are you stepping up? Or how long do we expect the $18 to happen or the $5 to happen, in that we understand and how things are going to be? Because you said we are going to be soldiers. We have to vote. Number two, I'm not so sure if you're getting me right, but number 2, remember when we did the $10 staking, we made it automatic. We voted it to be automatic. All I wish that even this system can be automatic in terms of staking and buying, in that we don't fall in the same mistake we failed when we are staking. Because most people are not authentic to do with the cryptocurrency system. And at the same time, you are going to fall the same fall again. I'm just trying to make a plea in that we can also vote to that. And you say, can we go automated? In that when in the first stage, if it's 10, let it be 50 or something like that, and it's automated.
Okay, no, thank you very much. No, to clarify, first of all, it's not per week or what. What really happens is what has been scheduled. So if it's scheduled that you have 200 weons, that's what you're going to be paid. And we're just looking at the target. So the target is half of the people, that's 25,000, okay? And when they're paid on, if you choose, so it depends on you. There's going to be checkments. You can choose and say, I want to be paid with $1. In addition, I also want to be paid with $2, $5 up to 18. And what that means is that your vote allows the IT team to really categorize each one of you. And then immediately when you participate, you take half of that amount, stake it, and then the half that you remain, based on your class, you're able to purchase the weons that are required and then you take the you take the remaining that you can use as you wish. So that's how it's going to be. And then you automatically qualify for the next round, which is for the $2, which is again higher. So you're able to get something higher. And what that means is that in the market, we're able to have both buying and selling and staking. And that consistently is able to put us, to put our price in a good position. So that's very, very important that we consistently, and if we have over 56,000 people who staked, trading and working consistently with this new payout plan that we have explained, then it will bring in a lot of different crypto participants, and our coin will be very powerful. So I think it's going to be very, very important for each one to participate accordingly. But we're going to put a simple write-up. You'll be able to understand it in very easy way. But there will be check where you're able to vote. The reason for that is for you to understand, because I think many people need to understand that. And that's how they're going to behave in the market, and how the money, how they're going to get the money, and how consistently we can make sure that even next month, the other month, you have discipline not only to earn in one month, but even another different month.
My CEO, the issue is your estimate. I'm giving an example. If we go to category 2, all of us, what will happen? And you had 50% going for 1%, $1. That's the issue I'm trying to figure out.
No, in the second category, we have 20% who go in fast. Okay, so you take 20% of the whole 56,000. The third category, you still have 20%. The fourth category, you still have 20%. So that's how it will go. But the first category, we want to take a higher number, which is 50%. Okay,
then how long will they stake? Like the staking may be different. Means with the $1 can be 1 month, maybe the second group will be 2 months, something like that. It's not well explained because the money
it's
increasing.
Explained if you watched my reward system. The reward system is very clear.
Okay.
For the class D, I clearly said for them they will stake monthly because they have little wins. For class C, it's 90 days and above. Class C, B, and A, it's 90 days and above.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Good evening, Mr. CEO.
I'm good. Evening. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
Yeah.
Thank you for the presentation. It is understood. But one thing I want to ask on your letter dated the 30th, because seemingly I hear about groups, but there are people who have bought Weowns from the second and they have staked. And you said on your letter 75 people who have bought and hold have been given Weowns, but we haven't seen. So can you elaborate on that?
Yes, with the new reward system now, it's not a hold. Now it has to be you buy and stake. So even though an individual, we need to follow the same thing, like the way we are doing with the groups. So yeah, it will be important to have both the buy and stake. But the all individuals also will be rewarded accordingly, and the team is working on that efficiently.
So the 75 that you said on the 30th has been given. It's now fall out because we have bought and we have staked since, since December.
If you've bought and staked, I know you qualify. No, for them, differently from the individuals who bought and hold initially before the new reward system, we are rewarding them accordingly to that. There's no problem.
So how are we gonna see our reward?
How are we gonna see the reward? No, yes. you send your email, and then we get
since Mr. CEO, it was announced we've been sending, but we haven't seen anything. I bought on the 2nd of December.
The team is gonna work on this week and make sure that you'll be able to get a response.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. CEO. Good evening. Good evening.
Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
Hello.
How are you? I'm listening.
I'm fine. I have a short question here, if you are hearing me.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm Ntate Mike here.
Yes.
On
okay.
the okay, thank you for your presentation to start with. I think
Yes.
I got quite a lot, but yes, admittedly, one needs to look at it over and over again for some time.
Yeah.
But my short question is, would it be possible for somebody to maybe choose, maybe, for example, somebody like me who is also has a D class and a C class, and maybe to say, okay, CEO, what about me saying class C, okay, sort of staking it for a number of months or even up to a year. Would you actually, would that be possible and advisable?
You're saying you have both classes?
D and C.
Yes,
And
yes,
then,
absolutely. You can
yeah,
vote on
and then
both of them.
I choose to, yes, and then I choose to say, okay, for class C, maybe I want to just stake it for 6 months or even up to a year. And then the D plus one is the one that I can go then to choose $1 or $2 and so forth. Would that be advisable?
Yeah, you are free to, to vote how you want every plan to benefit on any of those plans that you want. So absolutely, there's
All
no
right.
problem. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. That was my only question.
Good evening, my CEO.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm well, CEO. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah, my CEO, I don't know. I've been trying to understand. You'll tell me if I'm wrong. Actually, all of these percentages are going to be used. In other words, we are actually going to choose which one will be, more helpful for you as an individual. You actually choose that, no, I would like to be paid under, is it 10% or 20%? Let me rather say $2, $5, and $18. You just choose.
Yeah.
So in other
you
words,
can choose
all of these
all of
things
them.
are actually, it's not like you are going to vote and then you after the voting you say 99% of you co-owners are for this particular one. Then we are going to make use of this one. We are actually going to make use of all of them, meaning we are going to choose which ones will be more helpful for us as individuals. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not percentage, just want to know each individual. If I have one individual who has chosen all, he will be paid all. If others have chosen different categories, they'll be paid according to those different categories. So that means if the price hits high and not choose that price, then you don't get paid. You will always just benefit on what exactly you had chosen earlier on. So if you choose all of them, that means you'll be paid with $1, you'll be paid with 2, 5, and 18. So you benefit on all of those stages.
Okay, I understand myself. And then, if I may ask, this voting is going to take the whole week?
No, it only takes maybe even 10 minutes and you're done. There'll just be 4 boxes saying $1, $2, $5, and $18, and you can click on all of each one. But you're voting for 2 responsibilities. You accept that you will be able to follow the principles of all of that. That means as you vote, you understand that half of that amount will be staked, and you can, you can sell the other amount on the market, and then you're also able to buy according to every different section that you have chosen. If you're Class D, there's that small portion you're required. Class C, I think the first portion is 100. When you go to the $2, it's 200. When you go to $5, it increases to 300. So there will be a small letter that you read and understand, and you say, okay, I understand the terms and conditions, and this is what I'm going to vote on, and that's it. And then you understand what you're voting on.
Okay. And my CEO, I heard you talking about the $1 subscription. Yeah? Are we still having that $2, that daily $2 from each SIM card? Are we still gonna have it? Or
yes, absolutely. That will also be there. And together we're also introducing zero-cost advertising.
So we still have $1 subscription and and daily $2 from each SIM card. Okay,
yes,
my
absolutely.
Okay, no, that's good. But how is the testing? Are you satisfied with the testing of with the beta testing? Are you satisfied?
Now the progress is going on very well. They have been sharing in all the different groups, and by next week we should have the final results, which will be great.
Okay, thank you very much, my CEO. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. CEO.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. This is Caroline from South Africa. Your model.
Yes, Caroline. How are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. I'm so excited, actually. We were asking about this in the group, trying to figure out what does it mean. Now, from the previous, I thank you very much, Mr. CEO. We're doing we're actually very proud of it.
Yes, thank you very much.
In our group, Gauteng, there's a GP group that I've tried to expose it in a group, but haven't got our rewards as a group yet. They gave our leader as an individual, but he's working on that with the IT team. Another one is the people are asking in the group. They didn't understand this the very same thing we just explained now to the previous caller, that we can choose for all from $1 to $80. That is actually in our advantage. That am I right to report that?
I didn't hear the last part. You said what about the $1?
Can we choose all of these categories?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. You can choose all of the categories because they are to your advantage. So the reason you have to choose them, it means that you are able to benefit on every category as we hit that mark. So able to to benefit from that category. So it's very important.
Yes, sir. So we're going to get something like a table for people to understand exactly how.
Absolutely.
They wanted to know exactly how I'm going to get. Yeah, this is very powerful. I like the effect of staking and eating bread and staking and like leaving the seed, because even it's in the Bible, you can't eat everything. Tomorrow got nothing, so you must eat the bread.
Absolutely.
And then, it's easy. I don't think it's going to be a problem for us to understand that, because like you said, the example of a shop, when you sell oranges,
come on, yes, sir.
So thank you very much, Mr. CEO.
Thank you.
I'm very, very, very happy about this. I know in the end, we're going to win in the end. It's actually very good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Caroline.
Hello, Mr. CEO.
How are you?
I'm good.
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Mr. CEO, thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
Yes. Mr. CEO, last year I was asking, I got two people, they paid 2,000 Rand. They used my account to pay for the dollars, then for the Bitcoin. But on the back office, it shows they pay 1,000 Rand. You told me I must send it to you. You can sort for me. I send it, but still not send is not okay. One person they pay to upgrade to class D from class D to class C. Still not upgraded in the they not confirmed.
Okay, just let me
Still not
find out
confirmed in the
from
back office.
Ndadel Tebeli. I don't know, maybe if he's Ndadel
Hello?
Tebeli.
Hello?
Okay, now I'll follow up with Ndadel Tebeli. Sorry,
Yes, I want to know.
kindly send me the email now so that I
Yes, I want to know exactly what I can
forward
send
it
it
to
because
Ndadel
I
Tebeli.
sent the email. This one I was paid for him. They told me I must send it the dates and the price. How much from the I use Alcon Trader. I take it, I send it, still not confirmed. That thing was paid last year, August on the 11th. Hello?
Okay.
Where I must send it, all that details.
No, just send it to me. Just send on my email. I'll just forward it to Ndadel Tebeli right now. And I just tell him that you have
thank you
an
very much,
issue
Mr.
and then he can
CEO.
attend to it right now.
Thank you very much, Mr. CEO. I can send it
thank you.
now. And again, Mr. CEO, from last year, I was starting this business last year on June. You promised us when working as a recruiting, we can get 200 Rand each person. From last year on ending of June, they say must send it the 30 people. I send it everything, slip, proof of payment, and the name for the people. All the people, all that. Now I got more than 150 people.
Okay.
Still I'm working.
Okay, so you can do the screenshot of your dashboard, right? You can also send it to me together with the information you want to share with the daily table so that I can also follow up with that as well.
Okay, thank you very much. I can send it just now.
Thank you.
Okay, another thing, Mr. CEO, I need your help.
Yeah.
I'm doing the group. We are 40 on my group for staking.
Yes.
Yes, I need you to tell me exactly. I don't want when we go the time we will be staking for the 90 days. I want to know one of the day on the Zoom meeting, one person was asking if they are 3. You say you're gonna send us the email where we're gonna send it. And you're gonna tell us what we can send it to you. But now we carry on to do staking because all the people they want to stake, but because we not even got enough money, the time on the token was only 142 on la token to stake. We are that's why we're coming to do the group because the 142 is not easy. We are not working, but we like to stake.
Yeah, so what you can do, I'll also give you the email. So you're saying you don't know the email that you can send for the staking?
No, I know the buy and hold email, this one for staking. I want to know if 90 days is finished, the time when the people they need the money, I don't like the money go to my account. I want each person can get straight the money in her account, not my account. When 90 days is finished.
Okay. So that means you have to agree as a group members how they can get their reward directly on their Weownomy addresses. I think that will be the solution so that they can deal with their own payments.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, please, Mr. CEO, you can give me that email and tell me what I must send for each person. Here we own address and email for they use to register under Weownomy and her name, or what I must send it each person for each person.
Yeah, no, I think the Weon addresses will be important for each member.
Or we own address only and the name.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. CEO, thank you very much. I need to give me the email where can I send all the names and we own address.
Okay, but you're writing to me so that I can send.
Okay, I can write to you from now, not. Thank you, Mr. CEO. Thank you very much for your time and the opportunity you give us. We need money. We are not working. We want to support our family. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you very much.
Mr. CEO.
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm great.
From your presentation, just want something clear.
Yeah.
I saw the categories that A, B, C, D with the 50%, 20%, 20%. I just want to make it clear. Is 50% from the 56,000, for example, or is it for the staking? Because I'm getting it a bit confused. The 50%, 20%, 20%. Number two, I also didn't see the $18 category, because I saw the 2, the 1, the 2, and the 5. I didn't see the 18. Maybe
No,
if you can make
all
it
the
clear
categories are there. To start with, all the categories are there. If you go back to my presentation on the Zoom meeting, you'll be able to see it. The 50% is the 50% of the people who stake, so 56,000. So that means half of them is what we start with immediately, and then get the other half. And then on the other, $2, it means after we have paid the whole 56,000, because we start with half, then we go to another half. Then when you go to 20%, it means we take 20% of the 56,000 people in that phase until we finish the whole 56,000. That is for $2. For the $5, we do the same, 20% until we finish the 56,000, and 18% the same thing. We do the same.
So it's already structured.
Yeah, it's already structured.
You begin with the half, you continue with the half while you go to the other half, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. So
now then,
why don't
we automate it in that we don't fall in the same way? I'm still following this because my CEO, I love this business, but the issue is if you are not consistent and doing the right thing, many people will fall out because of technology, loss of email, loss of cell phone numbers, all those things. If they lose their phone number, they can still recover their system because it's automated. But if I lose my number and I didn't stake, that means I will be dropped out from the system. That's why I'm pleading. If my email, I've lost it or whatever, I misplaced it or whatever, then I will fall out from the system. Not because I did not. Yes.
Again.
Hello?
Hello,
yes,
Mr. CEO.
Yes. I'm trying to.
CEO.
Mr. CEO.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Yes, that's why I'm saying, why don't we automate it in that we sustain the 56, they don't fall out. And then we consolidate those ones who want to come in and we consolidate because we want to build the numbers, not to lose numbers of people, but the system is sustainable. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yes, I get your point.
Yes.
But again,
Good evening,
absolutely. Your point of automation is important.
Yes.
But we also want to make sure that people vote and understand what it is. So it will also be critical, but definitely the automation will be done and make sure that everything is going to be easier for everyone.
Yes. Because
Good
you did
evening,
that to me.
CEO. How are you?
Mr. CEO.
How are you, Mr.
Hi, how are
CEO?
you? How are you,
Good
Mr.
evening, Mr.
CEO?
CEO. Good
Hello.
evening.
How are
I'm fine, and
fine, and
you,
you, Mr.
CEO?
CEO?
You're fine. Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
CEO,
I want to commend you for the good presentation.
Thank you
It
so
has
much.
been a good eye-opener for us in terms of staking. But
Thank
Mr.
you.
CEO, what I want to ask you really relates to the history of Weownomy, because when you have been giving, coin airdrops, you were doing that based on the level of investment per the person. Like the seedless who paid 1,000, you used to give 224 Weowns. The B person who paid 200 or 10,000 rand, you were giving 2,240. But I realized in this particular instance, when you do the allocation of the Weowns this time around, you don't seem to follow that pattern, because somebody at C class appears better off with less investment than somebody in a B class. In other words, like if somebody with a C class was getting 600, I was expecting someone who has invested 10,000 to get 6,000, just like it appears to be the case with the A class. But the B class appears a little disadvantaged. Again, what appears to also be the norm here is that it doesn't appear to recognize people who have bought several packages, like say within C class or within B class, as the case may be. Can you please elucidate on this one? Huh?
I think thank you for your question. I think if you reflect with the new reward system, the new staking program, actually you get more. Okay, if someone, that's why I'm telling people, let me say you have 600 Weowns. You are going to stake 600. I mean, you're going to stake half of it. Okay, if you stake half of it, that 300, how many Weowns are you going to get as an individual? It's going to be a lot of Weowns. Okay, and according to reward, so it's 100 Weowns, you get 1,500 Weowns, which you get 4,500. Okay. Any reason you decide to say, I'm going to stake all of it, it means you're going to get additional 9,000 Weowns. So the reward program, if you put it into consideration, actually rewards more than any of those plans that we had earlier on. Okay. And that's why you see in the groups right now, people who are staking, they're receiving quite a lot of Weowns. And so even on an individual level, we have made it in a way. So if you decide and say, no, let me stake my 300 Weowns for 150 days, you are going to receive 100 Weowns, is 2,000. 300 is you're going to receive 6,000 Weowns. Okay. And you definitely every month with the program, you continue getting more Weowns, more Weowns. So you're going to get more than even any of the previous plans that we had.
Okay, I understand. Can I ask another question? On the 30th of November, during that Zoom, you spoke of the 300 million Weowns to be airdropped to 200,000 plus co-owners. How far are you with that one, or is that one abandoned?
It's not abandoned. That's the structure that we're using right now to reward people.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're doing it strategically as we build it. Like now, we don't take the whole 300 million to La token. We started with 4 million. So we go slowly by slowly by slowly. So we keep on releasing, but we just allocated 1.3 billion aside. So we start slowly, and as we build the market, it goes on increasing.
Okay. I'm with you. Yes. No, I've understood you, sir. Now the last question: those who have staked, I know there are some who staked for 30 days, some for 90 days. If you have staked and you want to sell, say for 30 days, can you sell everything that you have staked? Or are you also allowed an option to stake some and then sell some?
Now, there's another good news which I'll talk, but I'm going to do that probably in the next Zoom. The ones who have staked, so we have other new arrangements that we'll bring. If we have a team that can allow, you can use part of what you've staked to get some kind of money out of it without even touching that stake in that regards. But to answer your question specifically, yes, absolutely, you can get that. Yeah, you can get that amount. But if you want, you can restake it, or if you want, you can cash out and do what you want to do with it.
Well, as long as on the payout, you are still continuing to,
that's the important thing. As long as you continue to make sure that you follow the same principle that allows you to continue, with the payouts. Because the reason of the staking, you want to make sure that at least you have something monthly for as many years as possible. So instead of just paying you once, 600 Weons, sell it in the market, go, you don't have anything.
Agree. Understood. The final one, the very final one, it appears our Zoom is on autopilot. Yeah? Some people, like I've now having my chance. Once I'm done with you, I don't drop my hand. And when people are still, wanting to get in, somebody who has already had his first chance can go in again and have a second bite of sharing. Can't we make sure that somebody who has had his chance, he gets unmuted for the next person to go in? I mean, I've been observing this thing in the past, Zooms, that people, they speak, they wait, and when they hear you saying something, they quickly jump in, overriding others that are yet to go in. Can we do something in that regard? And the final one, sir, is, you and relatively, because I made a suggestion that questions that are to deal with IT, which are mostly to do with personal accounts, like on staking, like on allocation of Weowns, etc., etc. You had actually said on this particular Zoom of yours, that is, conducted by you, you were only going to allow people to ask you questions on your presentation. But I can see that the Teletable is not running the Saturday show Zoom that we had requested, and we had endorsed that it could take place. But instead, people bring personal issues here that I'm not saying are not important, but that I really believe something personal is personal. One Teletable used to do Saturday meetings, he would really take you aside with his team to deal with you in that regard. But this time around, we sometimes see people engage you on something that you personally cannot answer except the Teletable and his team. Can you make that observation and maybe do something about it, Mr. CEO? And I want to thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. CEO.
Good evening, Regina.
Yes, Mr. CEO. My name is Regina Masilela from Swaziland.
Great to hear from you.
Yes, Mr. CEO. I'd like to thank you very much for the great presentation. This is a very powerful presentation, and I'm happy because we have been given the opportunity to pick up each and every category, which would make us very, very, very disciplined.
Yes, absolutely. It's very, very important.
Yes, Mr. CEO, I'm the very same lady who offered the conference room at the Ministry of Finance for Mosibongile on Friday.
Oh, wow. That's great. Thank you so much. Amazing work. Happy for you. You're really doing wonderful.
I am willing to do that each and every time they need assistance in Mbabane. I'm available, Mr. CEO.
Wow, you guys can do wonderfully in Swaziland, Eswatini. I mean, I can see, Eswatini is one of those countries that can really have Weons all over the country, all over the kingdom.
We shall do that, Mr. CEO. As somebody who's working at the Ministry of Finance, the financial aspect could assist me. We have a lot of people that are coming in the office, so I'm going to grasp almost the whole country. I'm getting there, Mr. CEO.
Wow, that's amazing. We salute you. You're
Oh,
true, you're
thank
normal.
you. Thank you very much, Mr. CEO. My question is maybe a question or not a question, it's a concern, Mr. CEO. I bought some Weons on the on the 28th, and I even sent to the buy and hold. I was expecting to be one of the people who are going to be rewarded, but still I haven't gotten anything. I've been checking on my dashboard and nothing has been coming through. I was wondering if, I thought maybe you said something. I have not gotten anything, Mr. CEO. I sent to your email, I sent to Latoka and even to the buy and hold.
Okay, please, can you send it to me, please, today? I will make sure that by tomorrow you have those videos.
Oh, amen. Thank you very much, Mr. CEO.
Yeah,
And one
please.
other thing, Mr. CEO, I'll do that. May I please also have an audience with you, maybe on a one-on-one? I need to talk to you, Mr. CEO. Something else this time around.
Absolutely. No, thank you very much. I'm available. We can have a Zoom or virtual reality.
Okay, Mr. CEO. I'll just maybe when I send this message on the, I'll send all my proof for the 315 wheels that I got just now.
What is the okay? The name ends with MASILEA. Is that so?
Yes, Mr. CEO.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. No worries. I will do that. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Maybe I could, Mr. CEO. Maybe if you could give me time.
Weons, right?
Yes, 315. Yes, 315. 315 CEO.
Yeah, I've seen it. No worries. I'll just send this one.
Good evening, Mr. CEO.
Very much. And then maybe tomorrow, what time can I have the audience with you, Mr. CEO?
You can send me an email when you're available. I think the best would be something like around 6. Could be 6. 6 will be the best time.
6 in the evening. Thank you very much, Mr. CEO. I'll do that. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Good evening, Mr. CEO.
Thank you.
Hi, Mr. CEO.
Have a blessed evening.
Hello.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, and you, Mr. CEO? This is Vanessa from Eastern Cape in South Africa. Mr. CEO, I just want to say thank you for the presentation. I can definitely see that staking will sustain the company, and it is a good move. But my question is, Mr. CEO, we have a group. It's a small little group, and most of our group members consist of pensioners and people that are unemployed and so on. But now the thing is, what we decided to do, we went for the kindness option. Yes, our group is staking. We've been buying Weon since the 5th of December, and we're staking, and we are receiving the rewards and everything. But we took it a step further, that those of us who are group leaders in the group, we took some of our coins that we received in August, and we donated it to some of the members. We gave them each 12 coins, and then we taught them how to stake and everything. That is what we did as a group. We were going on the kindness of the group and things like that. And we are very disciplined, we are kind, we are caring, we are very empathic towards each other. But the thing is, we did actually the group as the CEO, but we do not get recognized. Is there something else that we can do in order for you to give us recognition?
Don't even think about it. Please, can you send the Weons that you have already staked so that you can get your reward, please?
No, we are getting the rewards, Mr. CEO. I'm talking about what we did as a group. Yes, I'm talking about what we did as a group.
Yeah.
Leaders that received the August airdrops, we've been donating it to people in our group and we've been teaching them how to stake with them for themselves. So my question is, what else can we do in order for you to recognize our group in with the form of kindness that we are doing to others in our group?
Oh, yes, I get it. For the 20,000.
Yes, because
can you just write that just like the way you have said, and then yeah, if you can write and then send me what you're doing exactly, and you know, we will definitely
okay, we can send the proof also, because the one leader was saying last night with tears in her eyes that thank you Vanessa, it's the first time I'm having anything in my little token, and I couldn't believe it. I actually staked them, you know. Wow, and that for me was reward enough. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I was actually crying. So that is all I wanted to say, Mr. CEO. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye. And for your kindness, that is amazing.
Yes, thank you, Mr. CEO. Bye.
CEO,
bye.
Hello, Mr. CEO.
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, sir. Yes. The first question I want to ask here, I was observing in class C is similar to class D. So I wanted to assume during these payouts that the class C will also have subcategories, since it's not like class D. Class D will expect them to have those 300 ones as payments because they're all at the same level. But with class C, you find that since some registered with 1,000 rands, others came with 2,000. One would expect the one who came with 2,000 to have slightly more ones as a startup. Going forward, that staking, of course, will be the one to control how much they get thereafter. So if you could clarify that.
Absolutely. What will happen if, let's say, someone paid just 1,000, and you know, he stakes 100. So the one who paid extra, so definitely the team can pull out an Excel report so that we can know who paid extra, and then they'll be rewarded accordingly. So that's how it is. But the whole structure is just basically to show class B, class A, D, and C. But for anyone who paid any extra in class C, then we can be able to have an Excel report from the IT team. And I think there are not so many. They will be able to have them, and then we can be able to, you know, appropriately see how we can reward them accordingly.
Okay. And then now the other question is, how much time will people be given to buy ones after this payouts? Because you are saying now with some that is left with them, they have to buy some. So the question here,
what is going to happen? If you receive from the IT team, for example, I'm giving an example of class D, 200 billions, go in the market, okay? Go in the market immediately before you go to the market, stake the 100, okay? If you don't have, what you can do, you can go to the market, sell the 200, come back, stake the 100, and then from the other 100, buy the portion that is required for that class. In case of class D, it's 36 million, and you can take the difference as part of the cash that you can. So that's how it is. It has to be done like in one transaction.
So that means it's going to be done in the same day you are cashing out or something?
Yeah, do it in the same day.
So if you put an order, for instance, that is much lower than the market price, and the order is going to be completed maybe the following day, will that be penalized or allowed?
No, we don't penalize it, but when you come to the second round and we don't have those details in your dashboard, then we will know that you just decided to sell and go. So that way, then you will not be part of the monthly arrangement, because you are not staking, you are not purchasing, you just sold and you went. So to us, it will be, maybe that's what you wanted, and then we struck you off from the program.
Yeah, I mean, for a person who buys with an order of a price that is lower than the current market, so it means the order will be completed once the price reaches that level, which might be.
We're going to make sure that
yes.
we execute it exactly at that price, and there's a way we can maintain it exactly. Like on $1, it's very easy for us to have it on $1 and make sure that we can do that for over 56,000 people. So that one will be easy. And then if they also go ahead and purchase, and they stake, and half of the amount is staked, and a portion of what is required from their respective classes is bought, I mean, the whole market will move very well, and there will be a lot of traffic, not only from our co-owners, but new people who are interested to see that this new coin, there's quite a lot of traffic on it.
Okay. Now, on another point, another speaker earlier on was talking about automating the staking process. I did write an email to you some 6 days ago about a similar suggestion, which could help prevent the dumping. I don't know if you had time to look at it.
I think that is great. That is great, absolutely. I do read all the emails. So what is going to happen, and that part of the voting is going to make sure that if people accept, then we deduct automatically all that is required for the staking, and then it is done on your behalf.
Yeah, but on the suggestion that I put there, it will actually remove the need of people staking themselves.
Yes, that is right.
What is happening there is, if we introduce such a token, I suggested there, which works with a smart contract, like similar to NFT token, is one which releases the tokens which somebody is supposed to receive. So in such a manner, it will be releasing them periodically, whilst the ones that are being held are not being released, are staked automatically. So with such an arrangement, we'll be allowing people to use the rest, maybe in this case now, to buy the ones that they are supposed to buy and stake themselves, or easily cash all the ones that are left with, because the rest is now being staked automatically. If you had a chance to check that email.
Okay,
yes,
can you please maybe re-forward it, or maybe let me get your name again so that I can,
Yes, my name is Tapelo Moro. And the email,
maybe if you spell it, sorry.
THA PELO.
Oh, it's okay. Let me see. You wrote it when?
That's 6 days ago. It's Saturday.
I'm seeing your Tapelo.
Yes.
I'm seeing addition of Weon participants. Is it?
Yes, that's the one. You go to the last part there. Stability program ID.
Oh, you're talking of real estate. I don't know.
Not real estate.
Or do this. Can you please resend it? Maybe because maybe I might have someone who has a similar name like yours.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll do just right now.
Yeah, so that I can study it carefully. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Had a nice day.
See you.
Hello.
Yes, CEO. Okay. Good evening. How are you, CEO?
I'm good. How are you?
We are fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the great presentation. CEO, I think I come on board to support the concept of a smart contract on NFT. And the reason being, it will take away the core issue here. You do not want to lose the base of retaining the business, that is the co-owners, purely because of genuine mistakes. So the issue of smart contract, it will enable you and the core management to retain business based on the proposal you made. Hence, it is highly recommended and supported that the automation be implemented as soon as possible. That's the first part. And the second part, CEO, in addition to what the other speakers have spoken to, is that kindly reinforce the reconfirmation via the two-factor authentication for the Weownomers. And I think this is critical because you have different levels of knowledge amongst ourselves. Others are novice on the industry, others are intermediate, and others are advanced. So to encapsulate everybody within that smart contract, it will be highly important that for the first 6 months, because you are training people, let it be a smart contract in the true sense of smart contract. If Ndateletebele needs support, we are happy to support him and the team to code the smart contract. The second part, my good CEO, is we will appreciate. I heard you're going to present a summary of the presentation today. Kindly show the practical payouts on the options you provided, because that is key for people to understand the importance of what you are talking to. You did attempt to address it with the prior speaker, but I think it is key for you to come out with your own formula of paying out that is working, that is done by you, so that you do not get misrepresented. Immediately after this meeting, people are going to start calculating figures. And when you get different numbers, people are going to talk on the groups. And I don't think we need to go there. So that's a second. Thank you, my good CEO. And the second position, my good CEO, is that what is the position of the new joiners who are going to join with the $1 going forward based on the payments that I didn't see that, maybe I missed it, but I didn't see that coming through when we recruit people to say, if you join with $1 and then you participate into this program, these are going to be the payouts. We have seen the payout of class A, class B, class C, and class D. That is fine. However, we haven't seen of the new recruits coming on board, my good CEO. That is me. Maybe I missed it. I'll probably wait for you to unpack that. And then, my good CEO, the issue of the timeline in terms of implementing the smart contract, I think it is critical, because in as much as you are busy with the other projects, more so the project of beta that is currently undergoing, it is equally important to fast track this, because by the time you go and launch and start payments, the smart contract also needs to be given opportunity to have been tested and to be recoded if need be, and make sure that it is working effectively and efficiently. And my last comment, my good CEO, is just to give an indication, because I'm aware of the implementation of the application you want to implement. However, what is not coming through is what should we expect, just to give us high level in terms of processes that needs to go through prior to your intended payday. You need not disclose the payday, but we just need to understand what is it that we still need to expect. One, I'm expecting you to talk to inclusion of a smart contract. Obviously, it's something that is not coming through from the presentation. We'll appreciate and welcome the concept of the smart contract. That might delay the process. Two, we are saying, yes, we have gone through the process of a smart review of the beta, but we do not understand what, in your own way of view or expectation regarding your own timelines or processes that still needs to come through. I'll pause here, my good CEO, so that I give you opportunity. Then I'll have a follow-up. Thank you, my good CEO. I'm listening.
Okay, no, thank you very much for insightful questions. Absolutely. For the smart contract, yeah, definitely that one can be implemented in a very short period of time, and we will consider that to really make sure that we can apply it together with the team at La Token and make sure that that really happens. You know, to get to work with them to make sure that that's, you know, the large scale staking on behalf of everyone works. But again, as you know, it has to really come through the voting. We'll have to first make sure that people understand that, and I'm very happy that you have articulated that. So we'll articulate that in a very good response to the community so that they know that when they're going to vote, how the whole process will go through and make sure the whole staking arrangement is done. And I think it will come through. For the beta testing, by next week, we should really go through all that very successful, and then we can move forward to have the app put up on the stores, and have that globally for people to start. As soon as the app is on the stores, then we can start to open up the program of $1. So the reason we are not talking about the program of the $1, it's now internally among the lifetime co-owners, but to the public, we would like them to immediately, as soon as we are given a green light that the process internally with the app stores is going to go live, they normally tell us that it will take a certain time, normally like 10 days or something like that. So if they give us a green light, then we can get the program out and have people ready. And I think already we have in Lesotho, we have already people who have started organizing in the groups and stuff earlier on, because we do understand most of them may not be able to do it using the cards. So we can organize among groups, and those groups can have like virtual agencies. We had a program which can really be reactivated so that we can see how individuals who don't have that to be able to pay directly $1, organize it among the organizations, and I think that can really work. So we will be able to talk about that in our next Zoom, but this one was mainly because there's so much concern about people talking about payouts and stuff. So we wanted to really make sure that internally we can have people happy, and they can know that we have solved the issue of the payout, which again comes with the principle they should know exactly the staking and the purchasing of the coin and everything that really will require them to be happy every month, so that they don't just eat the money and then expect that they will come back and get more money. So there's going to be more discipline. And so I'll write that summary and share it with the groups tomorrow, and then make sure that the team can internalize it, the IT team, and make sure that they can now implement it on the dashboard, and someone can vote and together have something he can read, and then after reading it, he can then be able to vote. I think that's going to be a very good process going forward.
CEO, I wanted to ask if you did manage to check. I managed to report the email.
Okay, just a moment. Let me confirm now, because I think it's very important email from you. Again, the name, just to be sure.
THAPELO.
THA.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yes. The last part there. WTAD.
Oh yeah, no, this one is new. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
My good CEO, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The follow-up is on the last part. What is it still that is left to be done until the first payout?
You're saying what is left to be?
to be done and up until the beta test is finished, and then you go through the normal processes you will have wanted to go through before you implement the first payout?
I think most of the things are really coming through. The beta test is absolutely getting complete in this new week. Most of the queries that were really asked by the beta testers are being responded to. And I think on Monday, we're having the team to really get through everything. And secondly, for the issue of what is being required immediately, we have finalized a memorandum with our strategic investor to make sure that we get started. There were some few issues that we really needed to iron out with them, and we have finished that. And I've written an investor memo outlining most of the issues that we agreed. And I think we're going to go ahead to really make sure that we can be able to launch. So I think the only response on our side is we immediately, as soon as we just finalize what is required, and which will take a few days, we should get ready and have the team. So as I speak, I think the team is going to get all of the 560,000 people, and immediately after the election or the vote, sorry, I call it the vote, to know exactly who has voted for what plan, and then we can group them accordingly so that they can be paid accordingly to their preference. So the voting is for your preference. Would you like to be paid with $1, $2, $3, and all of the categories? I think everyone is urged to vote for all of the categories, because you get to benefit all of the growth, value of the coin, rather than just one or two. So it's very important for everyone to vote for. Apart from Class A people, they are supposed to vote from $2 up to $18. So that's what they should focus on. But the rest should vote from $1, $2 up to 18. So that's what will happen. So that means, when you start at $1, you benefit. We go to $2, you benefit. We go to 5, 18.
My good CEO, sorry to interject. I think it's a point taken. Can we then allow you and the IT to tick everything for everybody, and then tick up the Class A accordingly? Because the risk we are sitting with is people may not be able to tick, and it may be seen as if they do not want to be participating. Hence, it is crucial that for now, please just tick everything for everybody, and then secondly, implement the smart contract. And from there, my good CEO, this thing will see. I think the message is communicated clearly. It's comprehensive enough. Kindly, please, my good CEO, implement the suggestion like you put it. It is advisable that everybody ticks everything. So tick it automatically. And if people do not want, then that will be exceptional cases, because then you know that you'll have done the best for the best. If people wouldn't want to be ticked, say $2, $5, then that will be the minor numbers, and then that will lessen your work. As it is now, I think we appreciate, we welcome the suggestion. It's understood. Please, my good CEO. Then my CEO, the follow up on the practical example, I didn't get your confirmation, my good CEO, that indeed in your presentation tomorrow, you will show in your calculations that people you choose $1, $2, $3, $5. This is the likelihood. I mean, the movement of dollar is anticipated. It can move anytime, but you show this is the likelihood of payouts. That way, it shows what you are talking about. I think it will support the message you are saying. Thank you, my good CEO. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, it's not, by the way, our first time. It's this is going to be a second time when people are voting. First time they did very well, and so we're going to make it very easy. You just go in your dashboard and you just click, and that's it. And so we will guide them on how it should be. It shouldn't be very difficult, because
it will take us time.
This is our second time. No, it's just 5 minutes.
No, my good
and
CEO.
actually,
Sorry to interject. Apologies, my good CEO. It's not to undermine what you are saying. We are supporting what you are saying. But at this point in time, we foresee a delay. For example, if, for example, your anticipation is 5 minutes, people go in. People may not even go in for the next 2 weeks. What happens? Are we going to be held back by the people who did not select? I don't think the answer is yes. However, to make also them to be accommodated into the payout, let it just be selected automatically, everything for them, and then let people who do not want to be selected for certain selections, then those are the ones that will be exceptional. I mean, you might see that you are sitting with 5 out of 100% who are not willing to be participating in some of these things, and that will make our life not easy. I'm sorry to interject, my good CEO.
Okay.